Welcome to SDSU-Tube, talking South Dakota State University football. Tom Nieman along with David Brown, and we're still in Noshember. Looking good. Yeah, thanks. Jackrabbit football team Brownie is in the FCS playoffs. Never a doubt the Jackrabbits win their last 3 games of the year. They beat USD in the season finale and get into the 24-team field.
Yes, and there was a little bit of nervousness when they were watching the selection show on Sunday because Indiana State, at 7-5, a worse record than the Jacks, both in the conference and overall, is on the screen first. And so there was a bit of nervousness, and then they were announced as the last team that they will play at Montana State in Bozeman on Saturday the 29th. And the winner of that game goes to the Fargo Dome. So I have no sources on this, but I secretly think the Jacks are kind of happy that they'll get one last shot at NDSU. Be careful what you wish for, obviously, but I think the seniors really are glad they possibly could get another shot at the Bison.
Yeah. Assuming they beat Montana State, who they get in the first round, but Montana State lost to Montana in the last game of the regular season. The Jacks are on a roll right now, starting with, or ending with, I guess you should say, this latest roll. The win over USD in the Showdown Series. Jacks win at 37-14. SDSU leads 31-0 at halftime. It was 21-0 at the end of the first half, Brownie, and it wasn't over, but it was pretty much over at that point.
That was about as good of a first quarter that SDSU has put up, at least in the years that we've been covering the team on Midco Sports Network. I mean, they had over 250 yards of offense. The Coyotes had like 39 or something like that. It was 21-0. They got a field goal early in the second quarter, 24-0. Scored on their first 5 possessions. I mean, they were just moving and clicking, and you could tell they wanted to leave no doubt that they were the better team in the rivalry, and they deserved to be in the playoffs.
All right, 3rd straight win now in the renewal of the rivalry with the Coyotes. And Austin Sumner, this is his 3rd game back, or really 4th game back, but 3rd win in a row now with him at quarterback. He goes for 395 yards in this game, and he is looking better than ever in his return from that injury.
Yeah, and 395, ironically enough, a career high in his final regular season game at South Dakota State. But yeah, he had the comeback against North Dakota State back in November 1st, and obviously he was still sort of getting his feet under him. But since then, the Indiana State win, the Western win, and now the USD win, he has just been firing on all cylinders. More than 500 yards of total offense in all 3 of their last regular season victories, and he is placing the ball better than I've ever seen him place, because Winicky and Schneider, as great as they are and as tall as they are, they're both hurt. They've been playing through injuries for most of the season. And so for him to be able to drop it in there and use their height advantage to just go up and basically just reach their arms up and the ball's there, the placement is what I'm most impressed with right now.
Yeah, a lot of the throws by Austin in this game were perfect. He's got 760 yards passing and 9 touchdowns in the last 2 games. So Jackrabbit offense rolling. They beat USD 37-14 to get in to the FCS playoffs for the 3rd straight season, and expectations are high. They go to Montana State. Sounds like the Bobcats of Montana State have some quarterback questions. They might get a guy back that has started for most of the season. So Stig's going to take it one play at a time as they go out there, but should be a good matchup in the first round for the Jacks.
Yeah, Montana State, a Big Sky team. Jacks haven't played them, I believe, in about 10 years. Stig said they went out there back in 2004, lost on a last-second drive. Obviously, that's way in the past, but not a lot of familiarity with the team, but familiarity with the conference, with the Big Sky. Jacks have played a lot of Big Sky teams over the years. Montana State comes in at 8-4, same record as the Jacks, but as you said, they had their backup QB in for their last game where they got destroyed by Montana, and so you don't know if he's going to be there. I believe their starting quarterback is officially questionable for the game on Saturday, so Jacks will probably have to prepare for 2 different types of offenses, and they can probably go out there. They're heavy favorites. They can go out there and get a win.
Yeah, talk about common opponents. They both played Cal Poly this year. Jacks beat Cal Poly 44-18 in the 3rd game of the season. Cal Poly beat Montana State by a touchdown about 3 weeks ago, so if you want to compare it that way, it compares favorably for the Jackrabbits, and we'll have more this week on SDSU in the FCS playoffs for the 3rd straight season. Congratulations to Stig and all those seniors on the Jackrabbit squad, and that is it on this edition of SDSU-Tube.
You almost said that right.
SDSU-Tube.
There you go.
Bye.
Beard's affecting you.